Good afternoon and welcome to the Senior Hour, which is sponsored by Comfort Keepers in Home Care and Providence Holy Cross Medical Center. I'm Barbara Cochran with my co-host,
Kevin MacDonald,
on your hometown station, 98.1 FM, AM 1220 KHTS. This is a show for, about, and by seniors, giving information to enhance one's quality of life. And our first guest this morning is Susie Riggs from BioRecharge. It's good to see you again.
Hi, good to see you too.
Yes. You ready for the holidays?
Getting there.
Surely.
I'm a little behind this year. Yeah, but
So
business is taking up some time.
what's on the docket today?
Today, I wanted to talk about a new scanning device that we are utilizing at the center that talks about how our stress levels are affecting our health. And it's called Vital Scan HRV.
Vital Scan HRV.
Yeah, so what it does is it actually measures heart rate variability, and that is the variations between our heart rates. So it gives like a little mini EKG or ECG.
What's the difference? EKG,
I don't know.
ECG.
I just know that I wanted to be correct in what it was. ECG is what it is, what it takes.
Okay.
Do you know what the difference
I don't know.
between an EKG? I
No,
don't
but
either.
I know the difference between heart
Leave it
rates.
to you to like throw me one that I have no idea what the answer is.
Okay, I'll retract that.
Okay, thank you.
Take it away. Take it away.
ECG. So anyways, it takes the ECG and it measures those little variations. And what we want is a lot of variability between those heartbeats, because what that means is we have a lot of flexibility in our ability to go in and out of different states. So you got your parasympathetic and sympathetic. So we've got your fight or flight and your rest and digest part of your nervous system. And we should be flowing in and out of that all the time. Truth is that we're not. From all the tests that I've done, I've seen that most people are stuck in fight or flight pretty much 90% of the day, 95% of the day, even when they're sleeping.
Really?
Oh yeah, and even the people who say I don't have any stress in my life, then you do the heart rate variability on them, and they're over there stuck in fight or flight. You know, everything's coming off the charts. It looks terrible. It's just our lifestyle nowadays. We weren't built to be bombarded with all these things that trigger us all day long, from the news to all of our friends who are complaining, and here we are thinking we're being good friends. I'm just listening to all of what they got to say, but guess what? That all sticks to us. It sticks to us. It sticks to us.
It causes us distress.
Right, and then just the scrolling of the social media. We don't ever get downtime. We're not ever sitting still with ourselves, clearing our mind anymore. We're constantly on hyper alert, and that's causing us to be stuck in this fight or flight.
So describe fight or flight, because I've did it with my psychology classes, but describe for the audience.
Okay, so fight or flight. So there's the parasympathetic and the sympathetic nervous system. So sympathetic nervous system is when you're stuck in that fight or flight. It's how do I explain it so it's simple for you guys? Maybe you have a simpler explanation since you have.
I think it's a level of hyperactivity, am I right?
Well, yeah, it's mental hyperactivity. Yes, it's your brain that's never calming down. So we actually need to go into parasympathetic to digest our food. So that's one of the reasons why being stuck in fight or flight, sympathetic, same thing, we can't even digest food properly. That's how badly it affects us. We're supposed to be wavering in and out of this all day long, and we're not wavering in and out of it. So yeah, it's just a hyper activity of the mind, and it's affecting all kinds of things in our bodies. And this is what people don't really understand. We all know, right? Stress is bad for us, right? We know it.
Oh, yes.
But this really gives us some insight to actually how bad it is. And this is what I've seen, is this is what's really causing people to actually do something about it. Because it's really easy to be like, well, this is my life, and it doesn't feel that bad. I mean, yeah, I'm under a little stress, but that's normal. Like, everybody's under that much stress. But then when you start to realize that the stress load is keeping you in this fight or flight, it's creating chronic inflammation in our bodies. The toxicity, because toxicity mental, and emotional. And so any of those come across as toxicity. It also shows how much energy reserve we have in the tank. It shows whether we're digesting well. It shows our hormones, our neurotransmitters, and minerals, how our body is actually regulating it. So it's not measuring specifically the minerals, but it's showing how our body is able to regulate those things. And it's stunning at how bad all of these systems in our body are really not functioning well because our bodies are stuck in this fight or flight.
Wow.
Really.
What kind of device is it? How do you do the measurement?
So it's 5 minutes, and it's plugged into a computer, and it's got these two little clamps that go on your wrists, and you just sit there with the clamps on your wrist for 5 minutes, and that's it. You just have to sit, don't talk, don't move for 5 minutes. So completely 100% non-invasive. And then on top of that, it gives a frequency music file that's about 17 minutes long, and you can listen to that every day, and it gives you exactly the frequencies that are perfectly dialed in for what it scanned you, and then that frequency starts to calm everything down. And we've done readings, because now I have the ability to measure everything and anything. So it's really fun. We're measuring all kinds of stuff. Before and after EE system sessions, before and after that. Like we just did one yesterday where we measured before listening to that audio file and then after. And it was a huge shift in the right direction just from sitting there for 17 minutes and listening to the right frequencies. It was crazy. I was actually super surprised. I didn't expect to have that kind of a crown.
So listening to the frequencies compared to a song or anything.
Exactly. So
Okay.
it's very tailored specifically for what it sees that you are missing.
Okay.
So it's a very...
it comes on you hook it onto the computer and sit there for 5 minutes. Don't move, don't talk, don't do anything.
That's it.
And what comes up on the computer?
It's a whole report that analyzes exactly what's going on with all those different things that I just mentioned. It's like 22 different markers that it
Good
takes.
heavens.
Yeah. Yeah,
And
it's a
then,
lot of
okay.
information it spits out.
Okay, from what comes up on the computer, what does that tell your body that you need to do, or your mind what you need to do?
Mostly, we're really wanting to calm that central nervous system back down, and there's so many simple things that can be done to do that. Now, one of the most effective things is the EE system, because that's one of the things it does, is it calms the nervous system down. But beyond that, we can't go into the EE system and be like, oh, this is my magic bullet, I'm going to do this once a week, and that's all I got to do. It doesn't work quite that way. It's a nice boost, but you have to do things at home to start to calm that down. One of the most significant things that we saw was actually simple breathing. So doing an inhale about 4, and then an extra long inhale, twice as long as your inhale, about 8 to 10. And it's that exhale that's actually triggering your parasympathetic, which is that rest and digest side of your nervous system.
Wow.
So we want to always be kind of pushing it back. So, the sympathetic nervous system is really a booger, because part of the problem is that it's got part of it creates kind of an addiction. You get addicted to that high, and it's probably not a right way to put it, right?
Right.
It's not a high, but it drives you to seek those things out. So it's literally an addiction of your central nervous system, and it's always pushing you to seek that kind of stuff out. That's why we get so stuck in it. So we have to start doing things to calm that down and kind of keep knocking it down back into more of a centered position. So like I said, simple things like that audio file that it spits out, you listen to that, right when you wake up in the morning, listen to it, before you go to bed. Those are easy times to just, lay there. You just go to bed 17 minutes earlier than you normally would. More than likely, you're going to fall asleep listening to the audio file. It's fine because your subconscious is hearing it. So it's really effortless as far as that goes. And then during the day, just make it a point to stop and breathe. Do that deep breath that I just spoke about. 4 in and 8 or 10 out. And that triggers the parasympathetic to start kind of calming back down.
That's interesting
Yeah.
because that's what I do when I go to Focus Physical Therapy.
Yeah, I'm sure Adam. Well, Adam
yeah.
has a very similar machine. So he's done that. I think his is called.
He's the newbie.
The newbie.
No, the newbie is the
It's the
the
one with water.
yeah, but he's got another one that actually measures, and I can't remember what he's.
Anyways,
It's very
it's a
similar to the
machine.
one that I have.
Yeah.
That actually, mine only does the measurement. He's also the newbie is the one that's more the therapeutic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I'm usually there for an hour
Yeah.
when I go.
Yeah, yeah. Oh, he
Because
does all kinds of extra
Good
stuff.
heavens.
Yes.
And I'm completely exhausted when I
Yeah,
get
'cause
out of
it's
there.
giving you a workout.
Oh boy.
It really does.
That
Yeah.
you aren't kidding. And they're very good at it.
Oh
Very
yeah,
good at
they're
it.
fabulous. They're fabulous over there. So
They really are.
yeah, just a different way to start looking at things and understanding that people don't get that our stress is influencing the level of our health way more than people think it is.
Yeah, that's interesting because after I leave that office, after all of that stressful stuff that I go through, I go home and I sit in the chair and I'm dead.
Yeah.
Literally.
Yeah.
Because I'm absolutely wiped out.
Yeah, that's his newbie.
But it's good for you though.
Oh, it is. I know it's frequencies of some sort, but I really am not super familiar with the details of it. We should probably have Adam come in and explain it because I don't know exactly what it does.
Well,
I've heard incredible things about it.
Yeah, it has to do with the nervous system.
Yes, it does. That's why he's got that same machine as I do to measure. He's also measuring the central nervous or
Yeah.
the autonomic nervous
Well,
system.
let's go back to this HRV for a minute because
Yeah.
you have your audio files, you have your breathing. What else is encompassed? Because you're just getting an indicator and really giving us the customer a wake up call as to our
Absolutely.
stress level or anxiety or hyperactivity level. Am I right?
Yes. Oh, absolutely. And that's
so
exactly
what
what
else
it
do you
is.
gather, Raymond? Do you do a full consult?
Yes. So
If you were
I'll
doing
sit
me
down.
and you said, Kevin, you're off the charts.
Yeah,
and
we'll go
these
through
are the
all the
18
different
things.
markers. Yep,
Okay.
yep,
And what
yep.
kind of
And-
markers are you going to check on?
Like I said, it shows how your brain is signaling the communication that's whether it's communicating well or it's not. It also shows brainwave activity. So you'd be stunned at how many people I see who are in delta in the middle of the day. Now, delta, let's be clear, that's your deep sleep state. You should only be in delta when you're dead asleep.
Right, right.
When you're
People
in
are
bed
wide
and
awake, and that delta is off the charts, and then all the other brain waves are flat, completely flatline. What that shows is a completely super overstressed brain, and we're walking around like zombies. Yeah, it's terrifying. It really is. When I see that, I'm like, oh gosh, that's not good. It's the middle of the day. You should be in alpha is kind of the relaxed daytime state, or beta, which is more like when you're concentrating, like schoolwork or studying or deep into work. Those are the states we really should be in during the day. But yeah, it's. I will tell you, the majority of people have a good amount of delta or completely just all delta. But that, like I said, completely correlates with how far into fight or flight you're in.
Right.
Yeah.
And what other services do you provide to help on this whole?
Okay, so we've got the E system, like I said, which is the mothership of it. I mean, it really, really helps calm everybody down. I mean, it also works on a cellular level, health-wise. So it's just one of the things it does is it calms the central nervous system down. And then we've got the Roll Shaper, which actually helps with circulation. So that's one of the things that it'll show you is cardiovascularly, like where you're sitting, if you're in a good state or a bad state. So we have the Roll Shaper who can help, break up bound fascia. When our fascia is bound, or the electrical conductivity in those tissues is very low. So you have no hydration, which equals no electrical conductivity, because we need hydration for electricity to flow within those tissues. So it's opening all that up. So it's creating more electrical conductivity. It's creating the circulation, like I said. And then we've got another product called ASEA that helps with cell communication. So those are the three main things. And then in January, just in time for everybody's New Year's resolution, we're starting a stress protocol.
Okay, what's
that?
that?
That's going to have all kinds of extra stuff. There'll be a lot of things to trigger the vagus nerve. So the vagus nerve is the biggest nerve in our body that runs through our whole system, and that actually triggers the parasympathetic. So we'll be doing lots and lots of different exercises, a lot of homework to take home, but simple things that take like a minute to do, and that literally we all could be doing this simply. Very simple things. They don't have to cost a lot. But we need to all start working on this stuff.
And you're going to roll that out for January.
Yeah.
For 2026.
Yep,
A new you.
A new you, a new less stressful you, and a healthier you. Because like I said, it influences the health a lot. So that's the plan.
Well, maybe I better come and see you in January.
You keep threatening to come see me, but
I know.
I've been there over a year now. I think I've been talking for maybe close to a year. Jerry keeps saying she's going to grab you and kidnap you and bring you for an overnight.
Well, maybe she should.
Maybe she should.
Well, yeah, that's what I need.
Yeah.
It's on a Saturday night.
Yes, she does the Saturday nights.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we've
Well,
talked
they both
about
do
it.
the Saturday nights.
And remind our audience how you got into this and what's your overall goal and life plan on this, of
Yeah.
the services you offer.
So I got into it because I used to own a supplement company, and it just wasn't resonating with me anymore because I felt like the supplements weren't getting to the root causes of people's wellness issues. It was just more symptom chasing. Here,
Yes,
take
that
this
makes
supplement,
sense.
and that's going to fix, this symptom and this symptom and that symptom. But the truth is that's not getting to the root cause. And so I got frustrated, and it just wasn't resonating with me. So I just shut the business down, and I put it out to the universe, and I said, hey, I want to open, the next business has to be really, really, truly foundational. And I really just kind of left it out there. It took, I don't even know, 4 or 5 years for this to land in my lap. When it landed hard. I got, a couple of knocks from the universe before I woke up and went, okay, I hear you. I should be looking at this. And I just had such a profound experience in it in the first few hours that I did, that I just knew in my heart of heart. I said, this is what I've been waiting for this whole time.
Well, did you have to go through certain education in order to reach this point?
No, so the technology is very straightforward. You just go in there, you sit, but just my background from health, just being super healthy, a holistic person, and my whole entire journey, I'm ridiculously inquisitive. I love to study. So, I've just got that kind of education. But no, there's no PhD, there's nothing like that, because it's not a medical device.
Yeah.
So we don't have to
makes
have that
sense.
kind of education. And it's really so root cause that if you have cells, then it can work on what you've got, whatever your issue is, because it works at that cellular level.
And we have cells.
We've all got cells.
Yes.
We better have cells. We got
And,
some serious problems.
Jerry will be bringing me.
Good.
I'm
I love it.
convinced now.
So tell us how can we get to your services, where they're at, what's the phone number,
Okay.
your
so,
website.
website is biorecharge.net. And then you can call us at 661-727-7273. And we're here local in Santa Clarita. So anyone in the valley can come visit us. You just got to call and make an appointment.
We got to get ready for the new year.
That's
We got to be a
simple.
little more mellower in
Yes.
2026.
We all really do. We really do. We need to find a better way to start working on our nervous system, calming
right.
it down.
Susie Riggs, thank you for joining us today.
Thank you.
We need to take a break now. I'm Kevin MacDonald with my co-host, Barbara Cochran, on your hometown station, 98.1 FM, AM 1220, KHTS.
Welcome back to the Senior Hour. I'm Barbara Cochran with my co-host
Kevin MacDonald.
on your hometown station, 98.1 FM, AM 1220, KHTS. And our guest now is Judith McKenzie, who is a local author. Glad to see you, Judith. How are you doing?
I'm good. Thank you
That's
for
good.
having me, Barbara.
Now, tell us a little bit about yourself and how you made the decision to write books.
Well, I am a Batsu destiny and feng shui expert for 15 years. And I decided to share this wisdom to the world because I believe and trust that this can help a lot of people, guide a lot of people who are, uncertain, unsure of their future. This book, Move with Clarity, the Strategic Destiny Blueprint to Master Your Health, Wealth, and Relationships, is something that they can use to be confident in their future, to maximize their potentials and live the life that they're meant to live.
Wow, what a
Wow,
great mission.
that's
I mean, what a great
interesting.
to seek that
Whoa.
clarity in all of our lives.
Yes.
And your practice, and where does your story come from? Where does your practices come from? Because the first words you said, I didn't totally understand. It's like, okay, is it Chinese, or where is it based out of?
In 2009, before I became a feng shui expert, I was with events in manpower industry. So I was very busy and working very hard every day. So I thought that was something that is aligned to me, to, my energy. So in 2009, I was like going through something. Like everything is going down the drain. But before 2009, everything was going so smooth. Money was like very strong. Health was good, and relationship was like so smooth. However, in 2009, I felt like, why is everything so hard? Like I'm so like struggling, and I can't understand why there's a lot of hindrances. So me as a person, I don't usually ask for help. I'm so strong that I know how to solve my own problem. I don't like to bother people. But that year, I said, I need help. So I talked to a friend, just a friend, because I don't like, bothering people. And then she said, do you believe in feng shui? Then I said, you know what, right now, I believe in anything. I can't just sit here and watch my life go down the drain, especially I have 4 kids and practically a single mom, right? So I went to the website. She gave me a website, and I went there. I was still living in the Philippines by then. And then I saw that, oh, this is interesting. The next month, I flew to Malaysia. That's my first
Wow.
Patsu and Feng Shui class. And that was not cheap. It was 15,000 ringgit or 250,000 in pesos. Yeah. So from Malaysia, I said, this is, and it's only like 3 to 5 days class. And then in Malaysia, I said, this is not enough. I want more. So I went to Hong Kong to take another class. And I said, this is not enough. So I flew to Singapore. And then Singapore, I flew to Las Vegas. And then
To Las Vegas. What was in Las Vegas that...
there was a class that I want to take. So I kept learning and learning and learning for the past 15 years. Because I believe this is 5,000 years of study. You cannot just learn that from one class.
No, that's very true.
And for me, if this is something that can change my life and my children, I can change a lot of lives. That's what in my mind. So from there, I studied some right ones and some systems that did not align. There are a lot of systems, feng shui systems and patsu systems out there. But what truly is high level enough to change people's lives? I was thinking, I may not have everything right now because it's 5,000 years of study, but at least I have enough to change my life, my children, and other people's lives.
And that was what was important at that
Yes,
point,
at the
especially
end of
for
the day.
yourself.
Yeah. So I came across the concept of cosmic trinity. So in Chinese metaphysics, they believe of this concept. In layman's term, it's called the three factors of human success or failure. And it's very important that you align to this cosmic trinity. So it's heaven luck, Luck, earth luck, and man luck. So the heaven luck is the luck coming from your birth chart. So when you were born, you already have this cosmic blueprint.
Okay.
Your character, your innate talents, everything about you. This luck answers why you are the way you are. Like your illnesses, the illnesses talked about a while ago. I'll come into that. Your illnesses, your challenges, your talents, what industry you're supposed to pursue or career or profession, it's already written in your cosmic blueprint, coming from your heaven luck.
Okay, but don't your parents have something to do with the way you're brought up and what you believe and all that kind of thing?
I'll go to that. I'll go
Okay.
to that question. So that's the heaven luck, right? The first luck. Now, the second luck is your earth luck. So, earth luck is the energy flow where you live, where you work, where you sleep, where you cook, your main door direction, right? So, earth luck is another term for earth luck is feng shui. Now, I know that there are a lot of misconception and wrong information about feng shui. But feng shui has nothing to do with colors, numbers, plants, what else? The door number of your residence, because a lot of wrong information, right? So feng shui is 70% external, the mountain and the water locations, how the proximity of your house, which is the point of reference, right? And 30% internal, your main door direction, your kitchen, and your bedroom. Okay, so that's when you align, when you live in a house or in an environment where there's prosperous energy flow, that will boost your heaven luck. Now, the last luck, which is we are all very familiar, is man luck, your free will, your choices, your habits, listening to your parents. If they have something
Or not.
or not. That's why I said I'll go to that, because yes, when we do not know our cosmic blueprint or our heaven luck, and when our parents tell us, no, this is what's good now, take this course, and then you don't feel aligned to that, but because you are an obedient son or daughter, you will. However, because you are not aligned, you become unhappy. And you don't prosper in that, because that's not the path of least resistance for you.
Now, if you lose a loved one, that makes you very unhappy and very sad. So where does that fit in?
Lose someone?
When you lose a loved one, a son or a husband
they pass
or
away.
a daughter,
They've become deceased.
when they die.
When they die, I mean, in your ability to
handle that.
handle that.
Yes, that's very, very hard to do, especially when you lose a child.
Okay.
That's something that losing a husband or a wife or an aunt or an uncle, but losing a child is so much more, you're just completely wiped out.
That's a very interesting question.
But I think how you handle it, if I could just
Oh,
interject.
okay.
I mean,
Yeah.
you're talking your Trinity. And,
okay.
and
The
all that combines to how you, prosperity or
Correct.
peace. Does that lead to peace?
I think it's more of like what is in your destiny chart that can make you handle this kind of struggle,
Loss.
right? Now, like in your destiny chart, because a cosmic trinity chart based on Patsu or Chinese metaphysics, it's based on the 5 elements: the wood, the fire, the earth, the metal, and the water, right? And these elements is depending on the interaction of the yang and the yin, or the positive and negative polarity, which is the interaction. Now, the way you handle your or any problem is based on the heaven, earth, and man. Let's say, for example, in the heaven, which is in your cosmic trinity, if you are someone that has resource energy, let's say, for example, you know that death is part of life. You live and you die, where it's just a matter of time. But how open you are to this knowledge that one day we have to go back where we came from, this will give you sort of stability.
Yes.
That we all do this happen. This is part of being here in this world. The second is how good is your energy flow. Like if you have a very prosperous energy in your home, all of this happening to you, you know that everything is working in your favor. You have the ability to see solutions and resolutions because the energy flow supports positive mindset. And then, of course, the man luck, how you handle things, how you're able to emotionally tell yourself that life has to go on.
Right.
Because I believe that when we cling on to people that passes and then we are not able to let go, they cannot, this is just my theory, they cannot cross over. They cannot. Because your energy clings on to that. So when you let go, they'll be happy. They have to be able to cross over, And you, who's still here, has a lot of opportunities to live your life to the fullest. Because that's given to you and denied to some.
Mm-hmm. Boy, isn't that refreshing?
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. That's almost too much to take in and absorb.
Yeah, right.
Whoa. And I've never heard this kind of thing before. It's very interesting.
So share with us.
Interesting.
I mean, so much research you've done and so many classes you've taken to bring you to this breadth of knowledge.
Yes, and until now I'm still studying because I, more than anything, the consultations and the book and the art, because I'm also an artist. Because in the Philippines, when I started learning the Chinese metaphysics, they thought, because the Philippines is very religious. And I always tell them there's nothing religious about this. This is all about awareness, self-awareness. What do you have in your chart that you can maximize for your full potential and manage? Because when they come to a reading, there's only 2 things. Maximize when the energy is positive and manage when it's negative, period.
How interesting.
Here we go, Barbara.
Yes. Oh, my
wow.
goodness.
What a great, yeah. And just listening to you and trying to understand, it's really comes clear every minute of us being on the air. So, wow.
It's time to take a break, isn't it?
It is. Judith, thank you. And we're going to bring
you.
you back in just a couple of minutes. We need to take a break now. I'm Kevin MacDonald with my co-host, Barbara Cochran, on your hometown station, 98.1 FM, AM 1220, KHTS.
Welcome back to the Senior Hour. I'm Barbara Cochran with my co-host,
Kevin MacDonald.
on your hometown station, 98.1 FM, AM 1220, KHTS. And we're speaking with Judith McKenzie, who is a local author.
Hi.
Hello. Yes, hello again. Okay, so continue.
So my book is available on Amazon, on paperback and ebook right now. So they can just, go order from there.
And the title of it is?
Move with clarity.
Move with clarity.
with
Okay.
clarity.
And
That-
what's the subline?
The strategic destiny blueprint to master your wealth, health, and relationships.
Wow. It's a book you got to get.
Yes, definitely, definitely.
Oh my goodness.
You know, Patsu, destiny reading, is a very complex system. So this is not a substitute. I have to say that this is not a substitute to an in-depth, one-on-one Patsu personalized reading. However, they can start here. They can start here.
And I'm so glad it's in paperback. Because I read at night when I go to bed.
You're an avid reader. We're going to get you a copy, Barbara.
Yes.
But it's so much easier to hold because I'm lying flat, and I'm reading. And that's the quiet time. And that's when I can absorb what's in the book. Because otherwise, if I read it during the middle of the day, I've got the TV going, I've got noise all around me, and I'm trying to read a book, and I'm like, wait a minute, what did I just read? It doesn't work. It doesn't work for me, but at night it does, and it stays there.
Yeah.
And then I continue in the morning if I don't have to get up early, which is nice.
Yes, very nice.
And Judith, what else do you want us to know?
So what motivated me for sharing this complex wisdom with the world? So I want everyone to be confident because too many people stuck or uncertain.
Yes.
My goal was take this powerful wisdom and make it simple so everyone has a practical tool to overcome doubt and start living the life they're meant to live.
Wow.
Yeah.
Gee, Merry
Well-
Christmas. That is a mouthful. Oh, my goodness. That says so much. When you just, you said it, but good heavens, it's loaded with what you said. There's so much there that you can absorb and think, whoa, maybe I need to change something, or maybe I need to do something different to reach that goal.
Yeah.
Well, it's also understanding the Trinity. And like you said, this book is just a start. It's not a substitute for all the other things you have to
Yes.
go through. Am I right?
Yes, this is just a start.
Where can we find out more information about you? You have a website?
Yes, they can go to www.eastwestfengshuisolutions.com.
East,
West Feng Shui Solutions.com.
And how are we spelling feng shui?
FENGSHUI.
All right.
.com.
Yes.
www.
And that's just going to lead us to a whole much information about you
Yes.
and what you represent and all
Yes.
your trainings and everything else. And of
Yes.
course, how to get a hold of the book. I'm sure it's on the website of how to reach it on Amazon.
Yes. The link is there.
On Amazon. I don't do anything on Amazon, like I said before.
The rest of the world
I
does,
even-
Barbara, though.
I guess they do.
We'll get you a copy. I'll buy you a copy and we'll take care of that.
Thank you.
And so, well, thank you for sharing your wisdom and your journey with us today. And we hope you can continue to share it with so many people because it sounds like you did a lot of studying on it.
Yeah.
It's incredible. Absolutely. You are an incredible lady. You really are. My goodness.
Wow.
To have
Thank you.
the knowledge you have and are able to release it to the world. I mean, that's incredible.
Yeah.
It really
Thank you,
is.
Judith. And
you.
thank you very much. You've
Thank
been
you.
listening to the Senior Hour on your hometown station, 98.1 FM, AM 1220 KHTS. We are sponsored by Comfort Keepers In-Home Care and Providence Holy Cross Medical Center. Now go and enhance your quality of life.